Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt like everyone was watching you, judging what you're wearing, how you look, or the way you talk? Maybe you post something on social media, then spend the next hour refreshing the page, waiting for likes and comments, secretly worrying about who didn't approve or who might be silently criticizing. The truth is, we've all been there. And if we're being honest, most of us spend way too much of our lives trapped in a prison built out of other people's opinions. But here's the crazy part. While you're worrying about what they think of you, they're busy worrying about what you think of them. Think about this. You're standing in front of your closet in the morning trying to pick out clothes for work. You like that bright red shirt, but a thought creeps in. What if people think it's too loud? So you play it safe and pick the gray one instead. Or you're at a restaurant with friends. You want to order the burger with extra fries, but you stop yourself. They'll think I'm unhealthy. So you order the salad, even though you're still hungry afterward. These seem like small, harmless decisions, but over time, constantly shaping your life around what others might think is like slowly erasing yourself, piece by piece. Let me share something powerful with you. Other people's opinions are not your responsibility. Read that again. The way someone perceives you is shaped by their own beliefs, insecurities, and experiences. It's not the truth, it's their truth. And if you live your life to satisfy everyone else, you'll never have the chance to satisfy yourself. We worry about what others think because deep down, we crave approval. It's built into us. Thousands of years ago, being accepted by the tribe was the difference between survival and death. If the tribe rejected you, you were alone in the wild. That fear of rejection still lingers in our DNA. But here's the reality. This isn't the Stone Age anymore. Your survival doesn't depend on fitting in. It depends on being true to yourself, on finding your path, your voice, your identity. Yet most of us still live as though every sideways glance is a life or death judgment. Here's a mind blowing truth: people are not thinking about you as much as you think they are. Imagine this: you give a presentation at work and you stumble over one word. You replay that mistake in your head for days. But everyone else, they've already forgotten because they were too busy worrying about their own mistakes. Psychologists refer to this as the spotlight effect. We think a giant spotlight is shining on us, exposing every flaw. However, in reality, most people are too preoccupied with their own spotlight to notice ours. So when you realize people aren't paying as much attention as you believe, it frees you to stop performing and start living. Let's say Sarah is an ordinary woman with a dream. She loves painting, but hides her art in the closet because she's afraid her friends will laugh at her work. Every time she picks up a brush, she hears the echo of their imagined criticism. You're not good enough. Who do you think you are? One day, Sarah decides she's had enough. She shares one of her paintings online. To her surprise, people admire it. A few even want to buy her work. That one step opens a door to a new career and new confidence. Now, here's the point. The only thing standing between Sarah and her dream wasn't her talent. It was her fear of what others might think. How many of your dreams are still locked inside because of the same fear? Worrying about others' opinions comes with a price: lost opportunities. You hold back from applying for that job, starting that YouTube channel, or asking that person out. Constant stress. You feel like you're walking on eggshells, editing yourself, shrinking your voice. Regret. One day, you'll look back and realize you lived more of other people's lives than your own. And regret is a heavy thing to carry. So, how do you stop worrying about what others think? It starts with a shift in perspective. Ask yourself, who am I living for? When you wake up in the morning, are you dressing, speaking, and acting to please others or to honor yourself? Here's a simple exercise. Every time you feel the weight of judgment, pause and ask, will this matter 5 years from now? Most of the time, the answer is no. That embarrassing moment, that side comment, that judgmental glance. 5 years from now, it won't matter at all. But your courage to live authentically, that will matter for a lifetime. Let's return to simple, everyday moments. At the gym, you avoid lifting weights because you think people are judging your form. Newsflash, they're too busy staring at themselves in the mirror. Lift anyway. In conversations, you bite your tongue because you're scared of sounding foolish. But the people who make the most significant impact are the ones who dare to speak up. Say it anyway. Every time you choose action over fear, you strengthen the muscle of self-confidence. Here's the truth. No one else is living your life. They don't pay your bills. They don't wake up in your skin. They don't feel your dreams burning inside you. So why should they get a say in how you live? Think about this. Even if you try to please everyone, you'll fail because people will always have different opinions. Someone thinks you're too quiet. Someone else thinks you're too loud. Someone thinks you're too ambitious. Another thinks you're not ambitious enough. If you're going to be judged no matter what, you might as well do what makes you happy. Instead of living for approval, live for purpose. Ask yourself, what kind of life would I live if I weren't afraid of being judged? Maybe you'd travel. Perhaps you'd start a business. Maybe you'd finally sing in public, write that book, or chase that dream. When your purpose becomes bigger than your fear, other people's opinions shrink. Here are 5 practical steps to stop worrying about others' opinions. 1. Catch the thought. When you notice yourself thinking, what will they think? Pause. Awareness is step 1. 2. Challenge the thought. Ask, does this really matter? Or am I exaggerating it in my head? 3. Shift the focus. Instead of worrying about others, focus on your goals. Ask, what do I want from this moment? 4. Act despite fear. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward while fear is still in the room. 5. Build self-approval. Compliment yourself. Keep promises to yourself. When you approve of who you are, the world's approval feels less necessary. At the end of your life, nobody's going to remember the shoes you wore, the posts you deleted out of fear, or the words you swallowed to avoid judgment. They'll remember your courage, your kindness, your authenticity. So stop shrinking yourself to fit someone else's idea of you. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to be real. You are here to live. So next time you catch yourself worrying about what others think, remind yourself they don't pay the price for your choices. You do. Stop living for applause. Stop waiting for permission. Stop holding back because of whispers that will never matter. The only opinion that truly matters is the one you hold of yourself. So stand tall, speak boldly, live freely, and remember this: your life is yours. Don't let anyone else write your story. Thank you for watching.